Hello friends, it's Eli again in my dining room. And today I thought rather than activity, it's sort of an activity, but it's an activity for me because I doubt that you also have a monster growing in your kitchen like I do. I just discovered it. I didn't just discover it. I discovered it like a week ago and I was planning to make this video, so it's gotten bigger. So I'm going to share it with you and we're going to ask some questions. So I cook a lot because mainly I love to eat. And so I buy my onions in bulk, big bag of onions. And I got to the bottom of a bag of onions and I discovered something had happened to some of my onions. Again, this didn't just happen. Like when I discovered it, these onions had just like a little bit of green coming out of them. But it was still really cool, right? Like something is growing in my onion. What's growing in my onion? Probably more onion? Is there another onion growing in my onion? Is this onion just continuing to grow in itself? Things grow when we leave them in the kitchen, right? Like, if we leave a potato too long, it starts to grow. Or if we have an avocado seed and we stick it in some water, it'll start to grow. But onions seem like sort of almost the whole thing, right? Like almost the whole plant themselves, other than their stalk. So, I'm curious. I want to find out, but I didn't want to find out without sharing it with you. So, I'm going to share it with you. So, I've got a cutting board and a knife. I'm going to be really careful, especially right now. We want to be extra careful with the things in our house that could hurt us because we don't want to have to go to the doctor, right? So I've got a cutting board and a knife that I'm going to be careful with and a bowl. And I've got this onion, sort of. So this onion, this one, more than the one I showed you before, is really starting to get like pretty grimy. It's getting kind of moldy. It's gotten really soft. It hasn't gotten to the point yet where it starts to like leak goo, but it's not that far away. So I'm curious what is inside of here. I want to peel back the layers of this onion, and we'll find out together what's inside of it. And I'm going to show you each layer. So we know what an onion looks like, and it always has this outside skin. And usually that outside skin is sort of a little hard to get off, but when it's starting to rot like this, not so hard to get off. Pretty easy to get that part off. All right, so now I've got what's usually the part of the onion that's really like shiny and slick is really starting to wrinkle up and look sort of, I don't know, it looks like your fingers when your hands have been wet for too long. Which is interesting, right? Because I've been wondering if there's something growing here. We know what growing things need. Generally, they need like nutrients from the soil and they need water, right? That's like when we plant something in the ground, we usually put some like fresh nutrient-rich soil and some water. So if something's growing in this onion, where's it getting that stuff? Is it feeding on itself to build a new one? Or like some plants have different stages. Like I can grow lettuce and it's really delicious and leafy until it gets ready to make seeds, and then it shoots up this thing and it gets bitter. So maybe it's another stage, onion life, onion stage 2, 2.0. I don't know. But I was thinking, like, where's the water coming from? Maybe the water's coming from the onion itself, which would explain, pruniness. It's starting to look like a mummy. All right, so I kind of want to take these layers off in order. Okay, it still smells like an onion mostly. It's a little bit like, it's not like grody smell, but it's not like crisp fresh onion smell. Okay, so I'm being super careful to stay well away from my fingers, and I'm trying to cut just sort of the outside layer. Okay, I found with my fingers some squidgy parts. Okay, so there is, there is squidginess. This part right here got pretty gooey. It's up towards the top, okay? So this outer first layer, I'm peeling this layer off, and inside is a little bit nicer looking onion, kind of. It's a little firmer, except at the top where it's gooey. Ooh, I found the really gooey part. Okay, ooh, there's a good moldy part. All right, this part comes off. This part comes off. All right, we're in. We're breaking the onion open. It's got a nice moldy part right there. Cool, but under here, this looks like a lot like a normal onion. Let's go deeper. All right. Next layer. Get in there. Oh, I gotta put my fingers in the squidgy part again. Ew. All right. Smell test. Still smelling like an onion. Okay. All right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Not too slimy. Not too bad. It's really the slimiest at the top. Also, if you think we're going to come out of this with answers, we're not. We're going to come out of this with like some kind of discovery, but really just the the exploring is the cool part. All right. Next layer. Nothing new. Same as last layer. Keep going. Ooh, this layer's thicker. And for the first time had like sort of that crunch an onion has when you open it. Do you ever know anybody who like ate an onion like an apple? I did. I didn't eat an onion like an apple. I knew somebody who ate apples. Onions like apples. All right. Next layer. Cleaner and cleaner as we get down into it. Except, look, up at the top, like down inside is maybe rotten, except I would have thought down inside is where the new thing is growing. Okay. Okay. Don't know. All right, that layer. It's now not really slime or pruny at all anymore down in here. I mean, still gross up at the top. Down here, nice, nice. Okay. Next layer. Let's go deeper. Ew. Slimy part. Slimy part. Okay. Okay. Doing it. Ooh, ooh. Same. So now, here's a possibility. Maybe, right, an onion comes in layers. Maybe an onion grows in layers? Maybe what's growing is just new layers inside. I was kind of hoping we'd cut this onion open and we'd find another onion inside. Like if you ever open a orange and there's like a mini orange growing inside of your orange. That's what I was hoping for, but it's starting to look like maybe it's just more layers. Maybe there's layers that weren't there a couple weeks ago. I don't know. Let's go another one. Oop. Because this is getting to, still kind of gross, but like there's parts of this that I'm taking off that like I'd eat cooked up. Not the slimy part, but like that part. That's onion. Smells like onion. Crisp. It's crisp. All right. So now, like, yeah, what's up with this? We're almost down into it. All right, I feel like this, now there's a new layer. Ooh, there's a new layer. There's a layer that feels sort of like the really fine sort of papery layer that is usually, when you take off the first layer of an onion, then the next thing inside is this sort of like wet papery layer, like almost like wet saran wrap. And now I just found one of those layers that I hadn't really found before. So maybe we are now to like new onion mode. Let's go one deeper. Let's find out. Let's see what's going on in here. All right, okay. Nothing. All right, so now I've got these two stalks. I'm just gonna pull them apart. I'm getting impatient. Here's all the remains of the kind of moldy, goopy part. Nope, that's not true. Here's more, and more paper. Here's more goopy part. But this is like a really firm little onion chunk. And this is a really firm little onion chunk. There's a lot of good onion still in here. I don't know. Okay. I've learned nothing. I mean, maybe. It's actually, it smells kind of good. It's like really mellow onion smell. So here's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to take these onion pieces. I'm going to take this. I mean, look at this. Oh, yeah. This thing is getting squidgy. I'm going to take this thing and these things. I'm going to plant them in the yard in some dirt. And I'm going to see if all this cool greenery gets bigger. Maybe that'll tell me when, maybe I'll end up with another like fresh onion. Maybe the dirt will help eat away the outside part. And maybe it won't. Maybe they'll just disintegrate. Maybe worms will eat it. I don't know. But check back later. I'll have an update of what happened with my onions. Lesson with today, we don't know. Cool experiment. Only a little gross. All right. Talk to you soon.